Okay, things are set up here. Haha! I like it when a plan comes together. So, yes, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of CK3, where we are currently over here in Iraq. We're currently based in Baghdad. That is just our camp, though. We are still an adventure group who are specializing mostly in beating people up. But I'm kind of thinking that we are mostly done with this region. Actually, one thing I do want to take a look at is what units do these guys get? Mubazan. Fervent Temple Builders. I'm currently trying to get that. Interesting. Kurds. Tawashi. Those are the... Oh no, those are the light cavalry. The light cavalry who counter heavy infantry, which is very interesting. And swords for hire gain extra combat skills over time. Oh, that's interesting. Characters much more likely to become adventurers. Available mercenary companies plus 100%. Wow, okay. Persian. What does Persian get? Utuwa. They get the AR, who are heavy infantry. Yuri, Tawa, Bedouin. They also get the Muzarim. Safatan, also Muzarim. So virtually all of them seem to get those. You get the Zupin Spearman, okay. Armenian. They get the Irudzi, who are... Oh wow, those are really good light cavalry. Interesting. They counter archer cavalry. I think we want these guys. So the current light cavalry that we have are really good at pursuit. So once we've broken an army, they are fantastic in following that up. But if we want a unit that's just strong... Oh, unit size is 50. So they're effectively half as strong as what they're actually showing here. That's interesting. They're light cavalry that function as heavy. But the fact that they're anti-archer cavalry is what's bringing them to my attention. What about Georgia? Sweet Georgia. Monaspa. Heavy cavalry counters archers and handguns. Strong attack. I'm going to assume that they're good in mountains. Yeah, they are. Oh wow, they're very good in mountains. Not so good in the desert. Terrible in the winter, so not very good for us. But that's interesting. But Mordvin is actually a culture of its own. So maybe we need to merge Norse with Mordvin. The April of the Vikings, you say? Yeah, so anyway, I think what we need to do is move northwards. I'm kind of curious to see how our army would do against the Khazars. Because what I'd really like to do is take over Ruthenia, so that we can at least have Kiev as a Orsatru stronghold in this region. So we have Orsatru up here in the north, and then also an Orsatru stronghold here. And then I want to take Mordvin, because of the name. So I think we have got a short-term, mid-term objective. Fighting the Khazars is going to be an interesting challenge for a group our size. Maybe we need to just mess around in this area and see what we can do about reducing the strength of the Khazars. Because I really don't want to be dealing with horse archers if I can avoid it. Is the stream going up and down? Are the troops still alive? Strength of the Khazars? Yes. Huh. It's just OBS that's misbehaving. Fair enough. So, do we want to go this way, or do we want to go by sea? I mean, sea is significantly cheaper in terms of resource expenditure. And this war will end eventually. I've done more than enough to earn myself the contribution, but I'm not going to get paid anything extra. So, yeah, I think it's time for us probably to head back to Kyiv. Although, in order to actually try to take the territory, I think that we need more prestige. And it does still kind of look like the Byzantines are having lots of issues. There might be an opportunity to make our name here. Belisarius is not actually fighting the Byzantines. They've split out. Right, there are two opposing claims for that territory, and the Byzantine Empire right now has a really small army. They have been beaten the heck up. So then I guess part of the question is, where do we base ourselves? Bulgaria, maybe? Or do we just put our camp in the middle of the Byzantine territories and be like, yeah, we're at war with you now? The Norse going to the Byzantines to make a name for themselves. How historic. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because last time we set ourselves up in Athens, and it was actually an okay place to be, because you can strike at basically anything from there. So you know what? Let's go to Athens again. Costs 2,000 food to get there. I think that's fine. It's a little unfortunate we're not going to be able to visit more of the various sites, but we're not really a traveller. Not anymore. Alright, let's go. I still need to marry off a whole bunch of characters too. And that's just the women. Oh, your spouse died. I do have some. Hang on. You're 28. You're strong. You are now also possessed. You are all round kind of rubbish. Aram, your work. Possessed is congenital. I didn't realise. And then actually the rest of you are underage. And it's... yeah, there's 3 of you that I need to marry off. You're too far away to interact with. Oh, you're a Varangian. So is Tolair. Okay. So then it's just Mordred. But the opportunities here are not great. Mordred is learning, so if we can find a learned lady for him, we'll go with that. Bandits! The bandits launch an attack while we're moving. Our defenders and vulnerable members alike spread out over a long snaking line. They coordinate well, sounding a long blast from a horn before streaming from their hiding spots, hitting several points of the convoy at once with a terrible fury. So we can repel them, which is actually 50-50. A duel to the death. I'm a 37 at fighting. I'm actually quite good with a sword. Or we surrender. No, we're going to fight you one-on-one. For a few brief moments, Oshin and I pace in lazy half circles, each watching for an opening. I heft my Norse sword, ready to defend myself, while he clutches his sword firmly to hand. Only one of us is walking away from here today, and I intend for it to be me. So he's gone... Well aware that he is utterly outmatched, Oshin hurls himself at me bodily, forcing me backwards with all the desperation of the doomed. Well, in that case, I should probably do something a bit more defensive. Yeah, I think I'm going to tire you out. My form is excellent, with little chance for a mistake, and his stance is possible. But I have not yet opened his guard, so it's time for me to launch an attack myself. Unfortunately, I gain stress because I'm patient for attacking. But I can do this one. Excellent. His is formidable. I think this time I am going to... I don't like taking stress. I'll show you how I heft a sword. Form is excellent. His is possible. Strict guard. Focus entirely on fending off Oshin. He just kicked me. I lose stress because I'm patient. Or I continue tiring him out. I don't think that's a good idea, though. So let's do the strike parry riposte. There we go, we got him. My sword arm moves fast as lightning and strikes as hard as sundered stone. Honestly, it's admirable that Oshin's able to withstand as many sword blows as he does, as I rain down on him with the fury of a thunderous storm. It takes a minute or two, but I eventually beat him into a bloody, twisted, screaming heap. Only when I'm satisfied that there's no last second chance for revenge do I administer the killing blow. So my armour and my swords do take a fair bit of damage from that. And killing their leader has forced them to run. He was a worthy opponent. Again, there's two of them now. Alright, so we are now in Athens. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to visit the castle holding because I want to go to the tavern. Alright, so we have Krikiak, Dorotheos, who is handsome, and Belisarios. I'm assuming you're going to be quite expensive. Yeah, you're quite cheap. You have more diplomacy. So you'd effectively have 17 diplomacy. Let's get Dorotheos for now. And tell me a story. Expert diplomacy. Do I care about going to the castle? I don't think I do. And I don't think there's anyone I can marry you off to right now. Rogenfjorda is Hale. She is also my heir. No, because his other abilities are absolutely awful. We'll leave you as is for now. Okay, so, who are you fighting right now? $4,000 against 7,000. 7,000 against 4,000. I'm also kind of curious about who you're fighting exactly. 1,000 against 1,000. 1,000 against 1,000. Because So I'm kind of wondering if I want to help Anatoikon get stronger so they can then resist the Byzantine Empire. Whereas if people around them are nibbling away at them, then they're going to be able to do that far less. Because I think you've managed to just split free. So how about it? Ooh, it causes them critical stress break. So the Aegean Island fight is the one that I need to help you with. It's this one. Alright. I've joined the war. I've joined both of them. Well, I'd better raise the forces then. Well, where are their armies? They're up here. So if I land there and do this, that should do. Oh, Alexei is no longer the caravan master, so we should take a look at that. I also have no light cavalry captain, so we should take a look. So Zabava is actually a pretty good quartermaster. And like cavalry, we actually have lots of options. And again, I think I want to choose somebody young. So Ali, you would work. Big bonuses, crikey. Oh, and caravan master. Wow, that's a lot of excellent opportunities. Drifter Viking. Except your capabilities aren't that good. 22 movement on Neopholos. But I think Harafen is the best option here. 17 and 15 is a pretty nice combo. I think I might have you prepare armies. I found that starting as an adventure can be really strong. It's ludicrously strong, yes. Okay, so they're actually maneuvering right now. Which could be good, which could be bad, because they may get the landing bonus against me. So I'm going to back off while that disappears. Stooge also died. Okay, let's back off that while we're just taking. Dorotheos, you're beautiful, but you're terrible. What? That ended in a hurry. Alright, so we actually managed to split their armies off, which is great. Holmgir, the kid, that's good. Defeat that army. Defeat this army. Crushed it. Okay, so we are going to take Parthian tactics for even more bonuses for my light cavalry. Oh man, 20% light cavalry pursuit. 102 pursuit. Oh no. Nobody's ever getting away from us. Nobody. Oh, Alexei was the father? Oh, he was. Skipped over in the order of succession. Berserker Herculean. Huh. Actually a little disappointed we didn't get to play as him. Although as he was 71 already, it probably wouldn't have been that long of a game. I'm gonna go and fight this army too. You guys can handle the sieging, I'm sure. And your capital has been taken, so let's go help take that back. Or not. No, that seems to be a separate war. That's kind of annoying. So who am I actually fighting? Let's go retake this. Except it looks like you guys are doing that already, so how about I just sail off and, I don't know, take the Aegean capital? It's probably a better use of my time. My contribution has now been, yeah, sufficient to get paid. Do I still have captives? I do. I should probably do something with them. So we have Naib Iskander. I think I can just release you. Oh, you're a ruler. Well, how about I ransom you then? You cannot afford the full amount. Oh well, for now it's fine. You're kind of terrible. You're even worse. You're not terrible. A novice physician, a hunt cylinder, a grey eminent who's both learned and decent in a fight. I'll take you on side. And then our ice. Is also someone to ransom. Okay. What at these guys? Okay, so the siege has begun. 17 months. No siege weapons, except I do. Oh, these count as archers, not siege engines. Huh. Interesting. I'm assuming that I can't make onagers yet. Nope. I guess you have to be settled to get onagers? A faithful visitor. Stay a while and listen. Aw. Glad to see you got the computer back up and running. Yes, thank you, Gundown, I did. Took a while. But I was able to isolate the issue basically being the power supply not being powerful enough. So I got a new one, installed it, and yeah, it works. 5 months remaining. Guardian for Rorgenfrieder. Yes, I definitely want to have you being trained. I think you probably being trained by someone who's good at fighting. You have combat 29. I actually have an even better combat. What are you being trained in? Learning, which I actually am. And Andrea. Just came of that age. You are rowdy. I actually think you would be better doing intrigue. And then educate the child. Agathia would seem to be the best option. Okay, the siege is nearly done. There it is. And with that, this war should end. And with that, this war should end. There it is. 157 ducats, there we are. So, you're now fighting these guys. You actually outnumber them. So you should be in a better position to fight them off. Meanwhile, you're still dealing with these uprisings. You are actually beating these guys at the moment. So who are you trying to install as the new Basilios? Or do I just let you fight? I think I just let you fight. Maybe I'll see if I can join you again. No. I think I'm kind of a... Oh, whose side are you? Athens. Whose side are you fighting on here? It's not Athens. Oh, Athens is owned directly by them. Oh! Got some diseases appearing. Should keep an eye on those. Disband the army? Nah. You also don't have a huge amount of money, but then hiring me may bankrupt you. Oh yeah, I do need to disband the armies in order to actually accept a thing. So go ahead and do that. You're winning this one, so let's help them out. Strategos Basilios of Dalmatia. Or Constas, that's this one. So you would accept, but you'd only pay me 25 ducats. That doesn't really seem worth it for a war for the Byzantine Empire. I only wanted... There you are. The ruler of Kiev. Duchy invasion for Kiev. Yeah, I need to be illustrious, regardless of which of these things I try. Okay. Well, in that case, I need to continue getting prestige, so... Aquitaine, who are you? That's not Aquitaine. Who are you fighting? Peasants. Navarra has a crazy number of alliances. France. Brittany. England. Oh wow, Sweden's come back in a big way. They've taken over Lapland. You are still also true. Good. Would Byzantium pay me if I help them? Right, I was looking at this from the wrong perspective. I should be looking at this from your perspective. Not the war leader. Why are you showing up then? Ah, see, you would pay almost double what Byzantium itself would pay. That's for Theodosius. It's this one that I want to keep an eye on. You're not the war leader. What? Who's the war leader then? It is you. You're lying to me. Maybe it needs to be Strategos Constos? You are Strategos Constos. Oops, just made their allies disappear. What's happening? I bet you're the war leader. There we go. 54. We have a deal. Alright. Raise the army. Begin immediately by sieging Athens. I should probably have script Carl. In fact, I can still do that. Let's do that. Oh, these are troops that I'm not immediately going to get unless I... Nope, I've got them all already. When you're the war leader, but you're not really the war leader, so you can deny any responsibility when your army loses. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of how it feels. So where are the Byzantine armies? They're over here at the moment. I still have some prisoners. I should probably deal with them. Toil and hard work. My daughter and heir Roggenhilda has been impressed by one of the household champions for a long time. Diligent's a good one to keep. So yes, please stay diligent. Although patience was also one of the options, and patience seems to be something that runs through this family. Lifestyle perk. Aha. Counter efficiency. Or provision loss, supply capacity, and travel safety. I think I'm going to take the... No, it doesn't really matter which one. As long as I eventually get to sappers. Let's go with this one. Not that supply has been a problem because of how upgraded my camp is. Alright, that's been taken. Let's go here next. Where are the Byzantine armies? We have lost sight of them. Oh, no, they're there. I think you're on your way down to come and fight me. 3 months remaining. Nope, you are in fact sieging. Okay. They are now losing both wars. not getting loot from these. There is some here. Uninspired? Ugh. Meanwhile, okay, it's just bleeding troops. So, yeah, I think I just conquer this whole sector. Because these are on our side. Another person joins. This time I did get some loot. That's more like it. Where's the end? Improved offense, improved defense, or a bit of both. So generally, I think that we are going to be defensive. Twice uninspired. 80% chance! Come on! Disappointed! Strategus Constas left the war. Isn't that what this war is for? Oh no, now it's just a war against tyranny. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that was the guy who we were trying to make the new emperor, who just died. Cool, 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 cool. Awesome. Man, I really need to get some siege engines. And Theodoros, you were the leader, weren't you? Yep. This is fine. Alright, where on earth is their army? Because I feel like I should probably go and try and beat that up. It's predominantly levies. Levies we should absolutely massacre. Man, you guys do not have a lot of loot here. A loot of loot. There we go. $78.40. I suspect if the other war win before we join, we are probably going to go straight to war with the other team. At least that's what I suspect will happen. Next, I think I'll head south. Theodorus spit in my daughter Roggenfeuda's food. Why would you do that? That seems silly. You're not even in a... Theodora spit in my daughter Roggenfrieder's food a few nights ago. One of the cooks came upon Roggenfrieder getting revenge by spitting in Theodoros' food in secret. That explains why Theodoros has been looking a bit green during dinner. She must have been spitting in Theodoros' food for days, the little sneak. So you can be deceitful. Deceitful is actually... No, vengeful is good for us. I don't like... Oh no, my stress is actually fairly low. Vengeful is virtuous. Deceitful is not. So no, vengeful definitely. Take revenge! You don't need to be quite so sneaky about it. Alright, where are you lot coming? You're hostile to me. You're attacking me. Why are you attacking me? Unfamiliar rations. The culture in Buduntissa is unfamiliar to me. Some of the customs are equally alien. So I think that we should do some Norse Greek here. 50% chance of getting some cultural acceptance. Succeeded. Okay, so I think that this was your territory as opposed to the Byzantine Empire's. That's why you got a little angry with me. Fair enough. In that case, I'm going to sail over here and I'm just going to go for Constantinople. Martial perk. Quick. Let's get development. Next up, Zappers. Where is their army? Still up there. Not able to siege that. Not move there. Get to here. Made a friend. Oh, Roggenfrieder is now friendly. Excellent. I can ransom him for 100. Seems reasonable to me. Now we're starting to make some bank back. Ruin rumbling. Let's take a look around. I find the Gilded Rat's Tail, which is terrible. Oh, Gull died. Definitely want to replace him. Very important job in our army. 25-year-old Ali. You're also the light cavalry captain. No, I don't think I want you to do both things. Let's go with Rasul. No. 100. So 50% bonus. 93.90. 93.78. Not too shabby. Oh, here come the Byzantines. Oh, no, here go the Byzantines. Where did they go? They're landing to fight them, I guess. Why do I take attrition going there? Did not gain attrition going here, so I'll do that. $27. Byzantine army is growing again. Okay, this siege was a lot easier. Here I'm getting bigger bonus. Bodyguard died. Yeah, those guys have been bodyguards for a long time. Olmgeir has learned East Slavic. Very nice. Yeah, I am just carrying this war right now. Don't actually know which one we are. That's African invasion, so it's this one. Oh, the other war actually ended. Oh, Kjorborn also died. He was also a bodyguard. Okay, new master at arms. Rasul. Bodyguard. Can be Yefemi. Zabava is now terrible. Are you infirm? You are. Here, Photos then. I'm not taking any prisoners from these battles. A little surprising. Returning from the Varangian Guard, barely recognise my cousin Tolo when he appears in camp. I am back, cousin! Tolo bellows. There were many a time I thought I'd never see your like again, but I have returned at last. As strange as it may be to see my cousin after all these years, I cannot deny I am impressed by his Greek dress, his foreign jewellery, and the heavy copper he has brought with him. Welcome back. Viking. Yeah, I could really do with expanding my roster again for a bit. It's just so expensive outside of the Norse territories. So maybe I do need to just go north again. Taking the castle. Then let's take this one. If he's moving down here, I'm going to try to move to intercept. Nope. Now I need to find a way of doing this kind of damage to the Khazars. Ins and outs. Surely we can come to an arrangement. Yeah. A large army. Roggenfrieder has come of age. Jolly good. You're strong and hale. You are definitely going to be a shogun, 100%. Now that is a very interesting offer. One I am actually really tempted to take. Greetings, Captain Mordred of the Majestic Maudlings. To put an end to these hostile acts, I will make you Lord of the Theme of Athens, to rule as my vassal. I get Athens. And his legitimacy right now is extremely low. This is the only war he's still fighting in. He is not a zealot, so he's not going to try to force me to become Orthodox, although he may. His son is terrible. He loses an absolutely massive amount of legitimacy. He has 0 legitimacy as it is. Now the downside to this is I do lose my camp, which I have invested quite heavily in, but I do gain half of the money that I have invested. So Athens right now, level 4 city, small hill fort, hillside fields, fishing net weaver, and the Temple of Theotokos, which is a development growth buff, and tax income. It is only the theme of Athens. Wait, the theme of Athens. That is the ducal title. So I get Attica, Boeotia, and Euboea. So I will immediately become probably one of the most powerful vassals within the Byzantine Empire. Okay, it's still there. I thought I closed that for a second. All I wanted to do was save. Yeah. Alright. Well, this is interesting. I had not really seen the game going in this direction. The camp was liquidated for only 330 ducats. Considering some of the latter buildings were like 104, well, 280 each. That seems like a very small amount. I've never played as a Varangian government, or a Varangian government. I am a Varangian government, as a Byzantine character. And there we go, I have sappers now. And I have gained all 3 of those territories. I'm going to have a lot of councillors available. Courtiers. Quite a few, but I don't need to employ all of these. I still have these 2. Why do I have those? In the bud, many of the families, the noble roots and dignity amongst the citizens of the Byzantine Empire. Very few, however, sit at the table of the Basilia, sharing the responsibilities and honours of steering the ship of state. Few have real power, but today, House Viking is among them. House Viking is now considered a Byzantine powerful family. I am in fact the most powerful family. We'll need to reduce the strength of my military. But considering how expensive they will be if I don't do this, I'm actually kind of a... Oh, I can only have 2. In that case, I'll probably keep the... Connie and Huskals. Or I will try to build something. What's Cholkis the capital? Surely Athens should be. Maybe there's a way of changing that. I thought there was a button here. There it is. Oh, I can't actually make use of this. Okay, so that does nothing for me, unfortunately. All of these buildings cost treasury instead of gold. I am actually losing treasury at the moment. My efficiency is pretty decent compared to everyone else. Three counties don't have that as a state faith. I definitely want to have that being converted. Dimitri is an amazing Hofgodai. And I want you to start converting Athens. Take 2 years. Chancellor. Lev the Loyal would seem to be the best choice for that. You stop people internally trying to kill me. Steward is going to be near Photos. I want you to change the culture of Athens to Norse. Because of course I do. Marshall. Ooh, we have a lot of good candidates for Marshall, but I do think that Ali is probably the best choice. Although I'd very much like for you to convert before I do this. Resplendent acclamation. The Empire's guardian, our shepherd and sovereign, has left this mortal world. Basilius Johannes III is dead. Oh wow, that was a day later. Okay. In Constantinople Supreme Church, amidst dignitaries and prelates, new Basilius is first acclaimed. Hail Pacalis, cry those assembled. By the grace of Christ, faithful Basilius, an autocrator of the Romans, the Kratoros, forever Augustos. Glinting coins fly above the glorious procession. Magistrates bend before Basilius Pacalis, cowed if not yet loyal. So I can denounce the regime. Publicly I'll support him. Or I can just say nothing. So your legitimacy is actually higher than that of your father. You are in so much debt, it's not even funny. What's that? That's influence, I assume? Yes. So I don't really want to spend influence on this. I'm just going to say I have few opinions of you. And you have a 100% chance to convert. Okay, you're still considering what I have said. Okay, here's me losing all of those extra positions. Across the realm, the power of a new family appears to be taking root. Like a weed, they have spread their influence to all corners of the society, and scarcely a day goes by when one can avoid hearing the name Morikos. You're infirm. You're not going to be around for very long, I don't think. You're infirm and yet you still have 17 stewardship. That's only -3. I'm going to avoid them, though it does stress me out doing so. Okay, he's converted, so you can be assigned as my marshal. And then the spy master. I would definitely like it to be you, but I'm going to need you to convert first. Same as the marshal. And I need you to disrupt schemes. Perfect. Yeah, that was going to be expensive, I knew it was. Well, I can definitely reduce the size down to 3. That's fine. That will save me a bunch of money. I got a guardhouse, I got a grain field for free. What are those? Oh, and the Viking estate. So, this thing. Ah, okay. It's kind of like an expanded camp. So the guardhouse. Hostile raids and sieges are less likely to take characters located in the estate as prisoners. The house head can ask for knights through make house head request. Each level of the building increasingly reduces the success chance of hostile raid estate scheme. Villa, domicile, income, and influence. And Grainfield gives income and development growth. I can move the estate. Yeah, I don't like that being in Constantinople. I think I'd actually kind of prefer that. Cannot be moved while we're at war. We're going to try to move that to our capital if I can. I forgot how epic this man's beard was. I like it. It's good. Right, you need to get married. I should, now that I'm landed, have a whole lot more options. And judging by the scroll wheel, yeah, I do. Okay, we'll come back to that. Advice: administrative government. You're an administrative government. It consists of a strategoi who manage and preside the land for their top liege, even though they don't actually own the land themselves. Open the Themes tab in the Administrative Government panel. These are all the themes present within the top realm. A strategos can only hold one. Growing stronger means disputing the rule over themes amongst members of their house. Since strategoi do not own their theme, they will need to secure the position through schemes and political action. Okay. Ah, okay. So if we take a look at Athens, I'm the current strategos. Current strategos efficiency affects taxes and levies income, the strength of the provincial army. So currently, this guy really wants to take over. The succession of a theme and administrative government is determined by an election where you spend influence to increase the candidate score of a candidate. If you're looking to expand your power within the realm and want to ensure members of your house are strategoi or even hold the top realm title itself. So I will need to promote her. Province governs. Each theme is governed by a family. You can see the house coat of arms displayed next to each theme. As your house acquires more titles, you become more prominent, potentially becoming a powerful family. Which right now, we are. We're second. We've lost our position to Kratos. Probably because I reduced the strength of the army. While any house can set a powerful family attribute, it is only in effect if its associated family is considered to be powerful. How do I set that attribute? Changing is quite expensive. An estate is a type of domicile which represents a private landholding not tied to any particular landed titles. In an administrative government, it serves as a base of operations for the family and will be inherited within the house. You can upgrade and construct new estate buildings within the estate to increase your influence and political sway within the realm. Notably, feudal rulers within an administrative government will not have access to an estate. So the estate is basically how you remain in power, even if you don't currently have a strategos. As you might expect, intrigue plays a major role as a Byzantine noble. Oh goody. Oh, actually, it's my second highest stat. Okay, cool. I mean, who knows what's going on with this man's face at the moment? Impossible to read. The beard is too big. The one downside to CK3 for me is that after I make a big kingdom, my kids murder each other. Yeah, but by that point, you should have a huge dynasty anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I think the bigger issue I have with it is constantly having to purge family members in order to take the territories that they've just inherited from their elder. Definitely prefer going to primogeniture after Gavelkind. An administrative government is all about family, political influence, intrigue, and appointing the right person to the right job. You'll make use of influence to improve your standing within the realm, while steering members of your dynasty towards positions of power. Scheme against the rivals and undermine their authority through political plotting. The road to power is long and winding, but play your cards right, and you might just be able to navigate it. Sure. Law replaced. Limited administration replaced by decentralized. War declaration restricted. Oh, I also have really poor control. Actually, that's fine. I can set my marshal to working on that. Oh, no, I can't. Why can't I do that? Oh yeah, I can build a court now too. And then courtiers. You're costing me a lot of money. So I don't want that position. Bodyguards I will keep. And the position I'll keep. So, what buildings do we have in Athens? We have a small hill fort. Ah, but these cost treasury to upgrade. So what's my money going to be good for? Yes, I was a veteran adventurer, so my men-at-arms maintenance is currently 50% cheaper. That's not good. Well, I'm not going to be able to build any more buildings, which is what I was very much hoping to be able to do, so that I could get some more men-at-arms regiments. Ah, I can station a unit. I do want to do that with the Huskarls. I want you stationed... Ah, but Athens is currently occupied. Can I... No, I can't do anything because I'm occupied. Interesting. So I effectively have to wait until this war ends. Which is a war against tyranny, which Byzantium is currently losing. So they might be about to lose a bunch more strength. Let's find appointment. Ah, to a different theme. Ah, not everyone will join now. Okay. So we just need that to run a bit. I'm assuming that I spend my own gold on these things. Yes, I do. Wow, that is not cheap, though. I think I want to wait until the war is over to... Well, no. Actually. As we're not actually tied to a particular land, we probably do want to keep this fairly central in Constantinople. And then make sure it's upgraded, particularly, I assume, with the influence. Ah, it's limited, okay. Can upgrade. I think I do want to upgrade the farming level. Let's get that going. And I think I'm going to get rid of the Bilistari. That'll reduce my tax burden, so that my huge amount of money can last just a little bit longer. War declared on the Liege. Sicily. Oh dear! Oh, Sultan Badir. Interesting. 2,400 troops only, though. Valor has been invalidated. Right, I have new lifestyle perk choices. Well, I still very much want to get Strategist. I'm assuming that Overseer has changed. Yeah. Serve the Crown would be useful just for the control growth. Oh, Scholar has completely changed. I don't have the ability to get local units anymore. So keeping hold of the Connie and the Huskals is critical, because I can't replace them now. But I think I definitely want military, just in case I have to fight here. It's either going to be strategy focus or chivalry, and generally I like having the extra advantage, particularly because my combat skill right now is not amazing. Do I want to do this, or do I just want to go learning and do what I do best? Strategist isn't the most important one. And I actually have better people at being generals than me now. Development growth might be a better one. Let's go scholarship. Can I convert? Yes, I can. That's how I do this. So if I just convert 300, that's what I'd really like to do. Is see what else I can build. So right now this is the Fishing Net Weavers, which is all about money and development growth, which I'm kind of okay with. Then we have the Hillside Fields. These are probably replaced with something else. Yeah, these are skirmishers, I don't really care about that. I'll probably change this for the barracks. So my heavy infantry get the extra damage buff. Windmills would also be nice for the development growth. And then the small hill fort. Yeah, this one we just upgrade. This is basically always good. Okay. And then the Mad Prophet. Using martial or learning. Well, I have learning. I will deal with this. There is nothing else in this area that I particularly want to visit. Right, I have no caravan master. I'm going to have to pay a caravan master. Well, now that I've realised how on earth I can get treasury, that's fine. I think, honestly, you're still the best candidate for this. Do also need to marry everyone off still. Signy's 42 already? Oops. Actually, I think you're a different character than I was thinking of. Alright, Signy, what do you do? You're a fighter. You're in simple. Martial. I'll leave it quite good. Natural lineal. Rogenfrieder. You are an important one. Your main thing is learning. Let's double down on that. Otherwise, combat. That's a lot of summons. Yeah, Akab. I'm kind of leaning towards you. Generous, humble, and trusting. That seems reasonable. Let's have you convert yourself first. Fresh start. All packed and proper, we have finally come to the point where we can start the journey from Thebes to our next destination at Amaphiza. Jolly good. Courtier agrees to conversion. So Akab, matrilineal, some proposal. The end is nigh! Repent! Repent or be smited! When I arrive at Amphisa, I easily find the prophet, pushing through awed and bemused serfs. I trace the sound of screeching towards its source. A woman in rags berates the uneasy and terrified crowd with divinely inspired ire. Eudokia's words make real their suspicions of the unknown. She speaks their fear of chaos, their dread of hell, and the common belief in the end of all things. Guards, arrest the troublemaker. We'll let the local clergy handle this and gain some influence. No, I like the idea of gaining strategos. Which right now does nothing. But it will improve as it levels up. So we want to be doing that. Cool. Right, who else? Order is strong. And your capability is, I would say, mostly diplomacy. Let's filter out my own dynasty here. So Dorotheos is the pretty boy. I think he'd be a decent match. Matrilineal, yes. Next! Dala. Oops. Dala is a terrible character. So some of skills, and we'll go down here somewhere. Ingvar Thimir. Your work. Then we have Kraka, who is not much better. But you're a steward. We'll marry you to this fella. Yeah, I think I will. Just that name is amazing. So there you go. Get married to that fella. So that's you two dealt with. Irsa needs to be married off. You are learning, I would say. It's the wrong thing. What I meant to do was that. That. Guessing they were blicking you. But would you move here? I think you're probably better. Matrilineal. Maybe you'll inherit that. I don't know how that's going to work. Right, is that everyone? Spy Master. It is my second best stat. And I couldn't be your chief priest because wrong religion. Okay, so that's those done. Oh, Cecilia still could get married, but these three I am less concerned about, so let's go check out the men in our dynasty, of which there are many. This is all about growing the dynasty. Eventually some of them will end up in other positions as well. Mordred running his own little Valentine simulator. It kind of feels that way at the moment, doesn't it? Alright, we have a couple of characters who are strong. One of whom who is robust, which is Arnbjorn. Let's get you first of all. You're being taught diplomacy. Interesting. I think I'm still going to take a look at Marshall. Okay, this is a short list. Huh. Is that going to be true for everyone? Nope. So, alright, we'll start from the top. So, Tolir is learning primarily. Let's do age difference of, say, 15. And yes, fertile. Andela? Seem reasonable? Mordredson. Yeah, Mordred. You've waited around a long time. So let's have someone with some of skills for you. Thordis? Anastasia? Let's go with Anastasia. Voldemar. Strong. You yourself are, wow, diplomat and learning. You know what, let's go with someone who's a diplomat. There are not many good choices here. Kido maybe. Kijo. I think Euphemia is the best choice for you. Next! Arngrim. You are a fighter. Let's double down on that. I'm thinking probably Glud. Next! Thorolfsir. You are extremely good at intrigue, which unfortunately none of these people are. But Ilyana seems like a good choice for you. Magnus. Strong. Dozier, I guess? Honestly, none of the above. I think I'm just going to pause for a minute and let those all happen. Travelling traders, as I stroll around the markets of Thebes, a loud ruckus comes from just a couple of stalls down from me. There's a furious man, animated and waving his hands. Serene Doge Raimondo will have your head for this, he yelled at another merchant. So I can get an alliance with the Supreme Doge, which I don't really want to do, so I think I'm just going to watch this and burn up some of this stress. I'm back. Okay, about 1 million marriages are happening, but it's a good time to get all of these done. Only have 5 left to go. In fact, 2. Just these 2. So Magnus, are there any other better choices yet? Not really. You're better than nobody, though. And then we have Honor. Who is still being Varangian, so cannot get married. Okay, done. Yes, I will ransom. And I will ransom. Can I get you guys to convert? It doesn't show me the chances of them actually doing it. Gentle law is male preference. I cannot change this because I think that the upper liege. I'm on limited administration. Only governors with frontier or naval can wage external wars. Well, guess what I am? I'm naval. And Ongramir is now my so that's all reset. Okay. So how does that look in terms of the theme of Athens? Appointment. Because at the moment I'm scheming for you, which I probably should not do anymore. Because my heir is Angra now. And then once I start generating... 10 years? Wait, why is she first again? Can't do anything because you're still a child. Interesting. You want 50 ducats. That I can do. Alright, so we got one of the two at least. Well, this is definitely a very different game. Barn seems pretty bad. I mean, still only a kid. He's got a lot of intrigue, which I think for Byzantium would be quite good. He's only 12. Rowdy, impatient, sadistic. Yeah, your abilities aren't amazing. I can station man-at-arms regiment. Except I can't, because we're still at war. Expansive grain field has been completed. So that's the estate being built up. Then development growth. Is this all going to apply to you? Mine is 60% because of the treasury debt. Good grief. And if all this goes bad... Do not desire the throne. Not for the Imperial throne. For local thrones, sure. There, become adventurer. Cannot be the house head of a noble family. Huh. So I wonder what would happen if I played as another member of my family. What if I took over as Roggenfrieder instead of Armgrimr? And then just became an adventurer and moved somewhere else. If that's even possible. Do I want to continue upgrading Grainfield? The only thing that I'm a little worried about is if I'm doing upgrades here and then I decide to move the estate somewhere. Will I lose those upgrades? My guess is probably. Combat skills have gone way down. Remember when my Huskarls used to have 90 attack and 70 defense, and these guys were 90-90? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I can declare wars. Do either of those. Bearclaw is indeed losing strength. 150 to repair. That's not cheap. That one I can afford. It's only 50. 150 to repair a bear claw. That doesn't really feel worth it. It's a good item, but we can always get other ones. The great appetites are renowned throughout the world have decided the administration type of theme of Athens to be changed. Okay. Where can we see that again? It's now military. You know what? That suits me. So I get way more levies. Monthly military base rate. Men-at-Arms maintenance goes down. Max title men-at-Arms. What's a title men-at-Arms? Title men-at-Arms. Men-at-Arms exist for a given title instead of being personally owned by the ruler. These troops always follow the title, meaning that whoever claims the title will own and control those troops. Ah, okay. Development growth goes down. Control growth goes up. And martial skill is the most important. I do not begrudge you that change. I think that one makes sense. I think what I will start doing is slandering this guy, but that's considered hard. And you're 50. What am I? 48. Not that much difference. Still in fine health. Take a Linus. Can you do control yet? Nope, still not. I really need this war to end so I can actually deploy my armies. Secret tunnels. Attica is a difficult area, and our control over it is often tenuous at best. Its people are hardened survivors whose knowledge and mastery of the lay of the land and the world land is peerless. In this, they are helped by their own creation, extensive net of tunnels, hidden safe houses, and underground settlements in which they can easily disappear whenever the wealthier turns hostile. Oh, sorry, whenever the weather turns hostile. An enemy attacks or a tax collector's approach. So I gain less taxes, but I get a lot of defensive things. May come in handy. Let's keep on sinking that influence, because I'm fairly sure that can be put to good use. Learning perk is available. Let's learn this on the job. Oh yeah, it's going to be a big skill up actually. Nice. That's actually a really big deal. Rogan Trader is a lot better, but I don't think there is anything I can do about making her the next in line because we're a patriarchy. I wonder if I can make you. Oh, I can't designate you. But even if she is my designated heir, that's just within the family. I don't know if that necessarily means she'll be the title designated heir. Right, it's a theme, so as long as I keep on promoting her... in here, so it's kind of annoying that we lost the promote scheme. This is for the theme of Athens. I'll do a major contribution. Oh, that costs 750. See. Okay, so that's going to get very expensive. A claim on Attica for months. Lazaros Strategos Chrysaphios' bishop has been digging up spurious contracts and fabricated histories. Now you dare try to take over. Okay. Come at me, bro. Conversion's nearly done. Orsatru has spread in Athens! The rightful religion is here at last! Excellent. Keep doing that. Let's go for Boeotia next. Another 5 years until Athens becomes properly Norse, however. The new nobility. There is a new name amongst the magnates of the Byzantine Empire, the Crateros Polonium family. Okay. Thankfully, we have an absolutely amazing Hofgodai. I just need to try to convert as much of this as possible before the Emperor goes, maybe not. Although, the Byzantine Empire seems to have shrunk again. I might actually be able to split off from the Byzantine Empire and just take Greece. Just make Greece Norse again. And I definitely need to be working... Yeah, so I need to have Greek... Sorry, I need to have Norse in at least one province here. And then I can start working on turning... creating a Greek-Norse... hybrid. Cultural acceptance between Norse and Greek is less than 21. What's the difference between diverge culture? Oh, this is creating a whole new one. Whereas a hybrid... would be Greco-Norse. So it's actually Greco-Norse I want. Hold on. So what I should really be doing is cultural acceptance, not cultural conversion. Yeah, this is killing cultural that. So no, sorry. Cultural acceptance is what I want to do. Because then if I go to one of these, I click on Greek, and hybrid culture... Yeah, once we have 20 acceptance, then I can do that. And we become Greco-Norse. So we could be bureaucratic as opposed to bellicose. Interesting. Yeah, we would then be able to change the traditions and things. Okay, it's going to be interesting. I like it. It's 0.17 a year, though. Alright, so culture converting is a lot quicker. We just need to do some things which increases the mixture. We just need to make sure that our family remains Norse. Yeah, do we have any other family members that need to be married off? At present... Probably you. Oh no, you're the Varangian. Is there a child? Yes, no. Adult? Adult. Easier way to keep an eye. I'm making treasury. Oh, because I have a military budget now. Interesting. I still want this freaking war to end, though. Reflections for the future. I am drawn to a nearby temple by the faint claps of worshippers as they beseech Odin for good fortune. It has been some time since I had the opportunity of prayer and reflection. What should I focus on for the years to come? So my health. Dynastic favour. Which does give me renown. We're gaining renown at last. Economic prosperity. No, you know what? The future of House Viking must be secured. I thought we were going to go to Southeast Asia. Has that changed? We've gone from here. We're now here. It's on the way. We've gone south and a little bit east. I wasn't going to do it in one jump. Not much of a march then. Plus, the Emperor of Byzantium offered me Athens. How could I say no to this? He's like, hey, if you want to stop fighting us, I'll give you Athens. I was like, okay, I'll take Athens, if you insist. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters in the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? Dimitri. Oh, you're my Hofguide. Yeah, you're cool. I'll allow it. I do generate quite a lot of influence. I'm apparently allied with a bunch of people. Oh, and also I am, yeah, I am Byzantium Spy Master. I had forgotten this point. Ooh, dear. He's not looking too hot. He may not last much longer. See the future I can. The Empire's Guardian, our shepherd and sovereign, has left this mortal world. Basilius Pacalis is dead. So I never want to become the Emperor of the Byzantine Empire, because I have now outlived 2 of them. And, yeah. This guy's a... oh, he's only scarred. He has high intrigue. His legitimacy is level 3. How is the legitimacy rising? They keep dying! Sultan Badar's pox spreads. How bad? Oh, it's spreading with their armies. Because Sicily is at war with us. No, we're losing now. This war is still going on. There's nothing I can do about it because I can't raise any troops because every one of my counties is currently occupied. And the really annoying thing is, I think they were occupied by me. I just never got them back. Another learning perk available. Sanction loopholes by claim interaction. Yeah, I think I still want to try to get to Scholar, then after that I'll do whole body. Where's the Sicilian army? That's that army. Son has learned he's Slavic. I speak Greek, right? Oh, another war. A peasant uprising this time. By someone who immediately died. Oh, the war against Sicily is over. Espionage lovers. While investigating for my liege, Basilius Krilios, I have uncovered a secret held by Tubmarchus Leontius of Thessalia. He is engaged in carnal with Pavlina, running his hands across her body, locking lips in all manner of ways. It's scandal if this was to become public knowledge. Especially as he's married. Gain influence. I don't really know what I want to use. Hang on. Yes, I do. I want you... to influence in my favor. Thank you. Good choice. Because this is definitely something that I do need to be trying to secure. I probably should be trying to slander you. I am actually really freaking good at this. Oh, geez, the Khazars have spread a bit. They've taken Bulgaria. Norway split off from Sweden. And so is Lapland and Finland. But they're all owned by the same dynasty, though. Leviathan. It behooves a strong Jarl to spend time at sea, with salty air in his face and a fine vessel beneath his feet. Today sees my personal craft and small escorting squadron out for drills, practice and pleasure. The short voyage has been exhilarating, change of pace from life at court when we spotted a distant plume of water, followed by a small island of wine-dark flesh rolling out of the waves. The greatest beast of all the deeps, a whale. Get the harpoons! Got it. 99% chance, but I got it. Oh, Boeotia's been converted. Man, this guy works fast. Cyprus is a theme, so is Crete. I need to think about what my longer term aspiration here is. I'm not entirely sure. Because I don't think I can start gobbling up my neighbours in the same way that you could in the feudal territory. And if the Byzantine Empire is as weak as it is right now, it probably would behoove me to break free and then just start trying to conquer Greece. Okay, we're outside of our grace period now, so he could discover us. Gained a level of devotion, so I am now a devoted servant. Armgrimir comes of age. Always the clever child, Armgrimir proved time and time again over the course of his studies he had a natural affinity for careful planning, and more than a little misdirection. He now knows a lot of ways to get what he wants. Most importantly, he is highly aware of the political implications of those wants. So he did actually make it to an intricate web weaver, so he is quite good at being sneaky. So let's see if I can marry you off to somebody else who is also similarly sneaky. Yo. Where are you? Yeah, you're Chinese. I thought you were. How on earth are we reaching you? That's not Armgrimir. It's Armgrimir. Jianzhou. Yeah, you are in fact Chinese. Well, I mean, Xu Jian is probably the best choice, but she is 12 years older than him. Sebo smart. You're 23. I don't understand how I'm reaching these characters. They are so far away. Or is it just the Byzantine Empire has such a long reach? It's possible. Okay, she has a long way to come. In administrative government, military and troop management works differently from other government types. While you continue having access and full control of your own troops, you also have access to thematic armies. In administrative government, each province can have their own army, which is the property of that specific title. Governors take the role of both a civic and military official, while the top liege has the ability to manage the troops of the governors, taking control of them or assigning them to other governors across the realm. Open the thematic armies tab. Ah. Governors can create men-at-arms as part of the governorship they are responsible for. These troops belong to the title and can be borrowed by other governors in the realm. The top liege has thematic armies at their disposal and the ability to manage the troops of the governors. They take control of them in their own wars or reassign them to governors who might be in need. This grants them the ability to raise and use them, improving defences along the realm's borders. As a governor, you can leverage your influence to call on the aid of an army from a different province. The top liege can force any governor to reassign their army or take control of it themselves. If the troops are raised by the governor in a war, the top liege cannot reassign the troops until they've been dismissed. In case of revolts, the governors against the liege, the governorship takes back any troops that originate from their governorship. Keep an eye out on the situation in the whole realm to optimise their use. While the administrative realm is fueled by political action and intrigue, having a strong and well-managed military will not only improve your defences, but will also assist in your diplomatic pursuits. After all, military might is only one of the roads to power. So, creating... yeah, this costs these. Okay. But I can actually make Huskarls. You know what? It makes sense that we make a unit of Varangian veterans for the Byzantine army. So let's do that. And this costs treasury. That's fine. Alright. Oh, you're at 5. Not yet. We've still had no breaches. Caravan Master has died. I'm not travelling at the moment, so I'm kind of okay without it. You want to marry Toki. It's pretty good. They will be of Emira Maka's dynasty. No, I don't think so. Dubianing is robust. Low chance of children between the two of them. She is in her late 40s. Do it anyway. Shadow of Eubobia. Walk through Euboea is treated to a dreadful symphony of human suffering. Pestilence has come to this unassuming hamlet. Everywhere one goes, one cannot escape the ceaseless noise of hacking and coughing from the infected, congealed blood staining their clothes deep crimson. Already people are calling this the affliction, the cold humour flu. At least half the peasant population has been infected. It's only a matter of time before it spreads to the nobility. Summon the physician! Early prevention. The dim, flickering light of Dimitri's infirmary illuminates the scene as the physician lays out a plan of attack. Those afflicted by the Flu are racked by a bloody cough like I've never seen before. This plague is sent to us by Loki, and it's only thinking outside of the box of traditional medicine that we can hope to undo this curse. Now, he is very, very, very good at his job. You are a physician, you are a miracle worker, and you are a witch. Desperate measures. You're skillful enough that you can do this. Success. Good. Wonderful. Isolate. Oh, war's over. Hold on a second. My capital's moved to Athens too. Wait, did I do that? Yes, I did do that. But the most important thing is I can now station these guys in Athens. Station these guys in Livadia. And then these guys in Chalkis. It would have been even better in Athens. But Chalkis is fine. I am still over my limit, but I'm kind of okay with that. At least for the moment. Leveling up as a Strategos is going to be a fairly slow ask. Ah, control. I bet I can get you doing control now. Yes, I can. Good. Give me some control in Athens, please. Which is going to increase the amount of money I have access to. Yeah, much better. Taylor is ill. Oh. Ha! I kind of forgot that that was happening. But this should mean now that we're first. Except it's Angramir. Ah! You have a hook on you. Oh, this is so cruel. I want you. To support your sister. Compendious book on the calculation of completion and balancing. A week on Dimitri, again learning. I mean, I like learning. Learning's good. I don't really want to spend 50 ducats for one learning though. Though I have previously spent 90 on prowess, but that's when I was stupendously rich. Now I'm just rich. This sounds like a you problem. I don't think I really want to slander my son. I wish I could move this to here and be like, I want to support your candidacy. Although this is not necessarily a bad thing. And the reason I say that is if Angramir becomes the new Strategos of Athens, but I'm playing as Roggenfrieder, I could become an adventurer again, leaving Angramir as the Strategos in the Byzantine Empire. Or he becomes the Strategos of Athens. I continue playing as her and try to take over Strategos of another region. And then there's two of us. So Achaia, for example, seems to be very wealthy. Or at least seems to be taxed incredibly heavily. Oh, okay, that's a lot of challenge going on. Let's see how... Going for Cyprus could be interesting. Bosnia has nobody going for it. And I am very influential. So I could probably start playing that particular game. What's directive? Do we have one of those? Maybe we could try and take Crete off of the Basilios. Wait, have we lost Constantinople? No. But that is one heck of a disease that seems to be spreading at the moment. Cold humour flu. We've avoided it in Athens, but both of our other provinces have it. Wait, you supported the candidate score for the Byzantine Empire. That's what I wanted you to do. Man, I am the most powerful house by quite a long way. It's because our house is freaking enormous. Yeah, we've been doing our job quite well in expanding the number of Vikings there are. Ten more months, and then all three of our provinces are also true. Ooh, also true is finally spreading quite nicely in Scandinavia. It's taken them a while, but it finally is. Insula is meanwhile taken over entirely From the also true that used to be there. A couple of heresies in Catholic faith. Fervor is maxing. No fervor here. Anyway, I think that this is going to be the point that I'm going to need to stop for this evening. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this and you want to support the channel, then you can hit that subscribe button. Just like okay, thank you very much for the 55-month Prime resub. If you want to check out the YouTube, it's at youtube.com/MordredViking. If you are on YouTube and you want to check out the Twitch, it's on twitch.tv/MordredViking. I will be back again tomorrow, 12 PM Central European Time. And we'll continue this game, and we will see where on earth we go. We've already had the unexpected twist where we became the Strategos of Athens, so who knows where we'll go next. But yeah, this has been an interesting one. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you all soon. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.